here it is. I'm going to give you that transparency that everybody's looking for, that Gary Vaynerchuk talks about. Transparency is the key to business right now. People want to know what you're up to, what you stand for, and where you're going to go. And this video is, I'm going to make that for you right now. Here, let me go over some train tracks here. Hey there, Ryan with IamMinnesotaNice.com. Today we're going to talk about bikes, hipsters, and the Fortune 500. Minnesota has more hipsters than any other state, than New York or the coasts, California. And what that tells me is that our people are fashion forward. We're looking ahead. We're setting trends. We're not taking our trend cues from New York or California. We're not taking those cues from the coast anymore. We're going to set those, we're going to start those from the inside of the country and push them out. I want to talk to you guys about what I Am Minnesota Nice is, what my vision is, where it came from, and where it's going to go in the future. I had the idea in 2003 when I was visiting my sister in New York. She was working for a graphic artist by the name of Milton Glaser. Now, Milton Glaser, as you may or may not know, is the graphic artist that designed the I Heart New York logo. I was sitting in his office waiting for my sister to get done with work, and I was thinking about this I Heart New York symbol and kind of what it means for the city. And as I was traveling through New York, as I was visiting places, walking around, going on the subway, I saw all of these people with this I Heart New York shirt on. And I was really, really impressed with the way people are engaged in it. I love New York City. I love New York State. It's a really great place. Interesting cross-section of humanity there, that's for sure. Pretty diverse. But I'm from Minnesota. I'm not New York. I'm not a New Yorker. What do we have in Minnesota that's similar to that? Our tourism board is Explore Minnesota. They do a great job. I like their new commercial that they have out. Spent a lot of time trying to update their brand, which is great, but still, Explore Minnesota means nothing for me. It's not a personal statement. It doesn't mean anything to me. So what I did when I was thinking back in 2003, I was thinking, what can I bring to Minnesota? What can I do for Minnesota the same way? Like the I Heart New York. And I came up with I Am Minnesota Nice. Minnesota Nice historically has been about hardworking, dependable, honest people of the Midwest. And I believe that statement is the most true. Now, I Am Minnesota Nice is a because statement. I explain it to people like this. I am Minnesota Nice because I like to bike, because I like people, because I love our community, because I want to help out the best way I can and do whatever I can for the people of Minnesota, for my state, for my local economy, all of that. You might say, I'm Minnesota Nice because I love animals. I'm Minnesota Nice because I like hunting or camping or fishing. I'm Minnesota Nice because I love our sports teams. Even though they let us down far too often, I'm still behind them 100% because I am Minnesota Nice. You can get behind this in any way, shape, or form because it's about you and about your passion. Whatever you think that I Am Minnesota Nice statement should be for you. As I get going, obviously I have shirts. You can find me on Twitter, you can find me on YouTube, you can find me on Facebook. And my own website, IamMNnice.com, is where I post all of my stuff. That's just the surface of what this idea is. And as I grow it, as I get bigger and bigger, it's not just a vlog, it's not just a regular blogger, it's not something that I'm just doing in my free time. This is a business. This is very serious. This is a very serious thing that I'm trying to bring to the state of Minnesota. There are really three different aspects of Minnesota Nice, and I want to talk to you about each one of those. Number one is really the merchandise. I know people have been buying t-shirts, cups and mugs, buttons, all the things that I have on the website. They have them for themselves because they can get behind it. They're sending it out to those brothers and sisters, family members, old schoolmates, friends that have moved away from Minnesota, so they can have that little piece of home, so they can have this little shirt that says, I am Minnesota Nice. People will engage in that, they'll talk about that, and then you can just say, hey, you know what, it's because of this. This is what this means to me, and that's very important. Number two is pretty important with the videos that I'm shooting, sharing the best of Minnesota. So as I get out, as I go to the world's largest ball of twine, or as I go skydiving, or I have plans to visit an organic farm as soon as I can, as soon as the schedule allows, and show you these things and teach you just a little bit about what's happening in Minnesota, the things that you can do, the places you can go, the people that are really out there. The 2011 Fortune 500 just came out, and Minnesota has more top 500 companies per capita than any other state in the country, and that's amazing. That's something that tells me that we are intelligent, hardworking, dependable, and all of those things that need to go into that mindset to build those companies. If you own a business, get a hold of me, talk to me. Send me an email at ryan@immnice.com so that I can get out there and shoot a video, show everybody what's going on, show about your business, show about what you're doing for the state. Maybe it's an activity, maybe it's a place to eat. It doesn't really matter to me. Maybe you're manufacturing some really cool little widget that's just awesome and everybody should know about it because it's going to make their life better and better and awesome, just like the state of Minnesota is. If you have something like that, definitely shoot me an email so that I can come out and make a video for you. I want to see that stuff. Number 3, the third part, which I'm working on very slowly but effectively. I'm putting some things together. The third part of all of this stuff is I'm going to start to do events. I'm going to get people engaged. I'm going to get people out in Minnesota. I want to have the most comprehensive event planning program out there. The report that I was just reading, or another little article, was about the fitness level of the country. Minneapolis-St. Paul is the fittest cities in the country right now. That's due to largely in part by the bikeableness, because of the activity, because of the farmers markets, the fresh produce and things like that, that all contribute to making our community fit and healthy. And health is one of the most important things that you can have. If our communities aren't healthy, then we don't have much to stand on. I want to get people that need assistance, that can only do maybe a 1K or a 5K, something like that. Those people that have never done events before, I want to get them out, get a program for them designed so they can really change their life around, so you can get out there and active. Have challenging events for the more professional people, or the experienced, marathon runners or long distance cyclists. I want to get something out that's really well-rounded, like fishing contests or snowshoeing races, or whatever that's really Minnesota-based. And as I go through these events, as I get those out and about, as I get these events built, I'm going to have throughout the year a series of events. So at the end of the year, you can say, I am Minnesota Nice because I did all of these events. At the end of the year, we'll have a big party. We'll celebrate all of those people that participated. Maybe give out awards to the top people in each class, the top families, most improved, things like that. I really have a lot of ideas with events, and that's something that's going to take time. That's going to take a little bit of extra effort to get going. Everything that I have, everything that I'm doing, everything that I want to do is very, very important and integral to the state of Minnesota, to its community, to the way that we are, to showing off to the rest of the country who we are and what we can accomplish, or what we are already accomplishing. All of that's so important for our home economy, for our personal situation. Minneapolis is one of the most bikeable communities, time and time again. And to have that in a place where we have winter, we have inclement weather, is just amazing to me. That tells me that we're hardy, we are fit, we are ready to take on new challenges. And just to have that biking community badge, that bikeable community, I mean, that's a number one in my book. What I need from you today, what I'm asking for you, is to go to the website. I want you to engage in the products. I want you to buy something for yourself. I want you to get something to give away. I want you to have the buttons. I sell the buttons by a 20-pack, so you can have some in your purse or your pocket, or have them in the ashtray of your car. And if somebody does something nice for you, you can just give that little button away, the little token of appreciation. Just say, hey, here. They read it. I am Minnesota Nice. That's great. People are getting behind this in a huge way. If I am Minnesota Nice is something that you can get behind in your own way, something that you believe in, something that you believe that I can accomplish, send this message out. Share this video with other people. Go to the website and grab something for yourself. Direct people to it. Help me build this to the way that I think that it should be done. Because it's not just about me. It's not just about Ryan Ott. It's something that I'm doing for our entire state, for our entire community. And I want to get out there and share all of those things that you're passionate about, that you're interested in, that you can't go a day without thinking about. Just like I can't think about anything else besides I am Minnesota Nice. So I'm going to end it there. I think that's all I have to say. I really appreciate all of the support that I've had. I appreciate all of my followers on Twitter, all of the fans on Facebook, all of the supporters that have already, the hundreds of people that have already bought some sort of a product. As I go, I will be getting more out there. I know that there's a lot of things that people ask for, but I'm just not capitalized properly yet to do those things. But as I grow, as you interact, as you purchase things, as I can, I'm going to be adding things to the mix. So thank you to everybody that I've met through this already, the couple thousand people that I've met on Twitter, the Facebook fans, the friends, everybody who's helped me to this point. I really appreciate it. I'm going to end it here. Ryan with IamMinnesotanice.com, sharing the best of Minnesota. All I want you to do is get out and do something.